Hey guys, it's Cece and welcome to my Contemporary-A-Thon vlog. So it is officially Contemporary-A-Thon. It has begun. I haven't started reading yet because I was editing my Contemporary-A-Thon TBR to upload the morning, oh my god, Leia! To upload the morning that the read-a-thon starts. So that TBR is going up tomorrow morning. This morning. But yeah, I haven't started reading yet because I had to very behind edit a Contemporary-A-Thon TBR. I bet if I hold my fingers up here, Leia will just slowly get up here. She won't stop bumping into me. Now you're gonna go after the hand holding the camera? That seems about right. She's licking the viewfinder. I need you to know that. So I have 4 books on my Contemporary-A-Thon TBR. Basically, this month or this year, I've been giving Brian like 3 books at a time as options for me to read next, and he just chooses my next read out of the 3 that I give him. So I gave him my 3 like full-length books that I want to read this week, and he chose this is kind of an epic love story for me to start reading for my first book of the read-a-thon. So this is what I'm going to be starting with, which is exciting. Get some queer POC up in here. This is going to be a pretty quick one. I'm hoping that I'll get through it very quickly, and I'm hoping I will definitely actually be able to finish this entire stack of books by the end of the week because they're all contemporary books and I can read them quickly. That is the dream. I don't have that much going on this week, so I really do think I'll be able to dedicate some time to it. So yeah, that is the update. This is the beginning of Contemporary-A-Thon, the beginning of my reading. I hope you're excited to follow along with me this week, get a look into what I'm reading and how my week is going, how February is going in general. Yeah. And to begin this week, I'm going to start reading a tiny bit of This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story before I go to sleep. So I'm hoping for a chapter, and then I can continue on tomorrow. Though I do have some stuff to get done tomorrow as far as there she is, as far as videos and job stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, you are such a brat about attention. Look at her. She knows. She knows. Alright, gonna read. Okay, so it's Tuesday. It's day 2 of Contemporary-A-Thon, and I finished my first book, and it has not been a success. That's your quick update. I finished reading This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story by Kheryn Callender, and I've been going back and forth on updating as I've read this, but it's probably good that I didn't really update you while I was reading this because this book really wasn't good for me, emotionally speaking. Kind of my biggest problem with it is the fact that basically every character in the book at some point cheats on their significant other. There is so much cheating in the first half of this book, and as someone who has personal experience with cheating, it was just like, it was not fun to read. I wasn't charmed by any of it. I didn't really end up caring about any relationships because I didn't really care about any of the people in those relationships. There were other reasons I didn't care about specific characters, just the fact that, I don't know, like, they were so jealous and they'd have the same conversations over and over again and would cheat on each other, and it was just like, it was an overall really bad reading experience, this book. It wasn't good for me emotionally, and I was really frustrated by many of the themes found within the book. So it's really trying to live it. Most of the people in the book are queer. The main romance is between 2 queer men of color, one of whom is deaf. There was too much for me that, like, maybe it's a personal preference. I don't think that not wanting to read about cheating is necessarily a personal preference, but like, I can't find empathy for people who cheat in books. Like, I just, no matter how it's explained, and especially how it was done in this book, I couldn't do it. So I wound up giving this book 2 stars, which is not the greatest start to Contemporary-A-Thon, but the next book I'm starting, I have higher hopes for. If you can see my TBR stuff back there, I'm going to grab On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, which is going to be my next read, and I have a feeling that this is going to work a lot better for me, just based on my experience with Angie Thomas's writing. I think this is going to go a lot better, and I'm very excited about it, so I'm going to give this a read next. I might start reading it tonight. I have some time left to read tonight, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I also had like a meeting with my therapist today, and that kind of emotionally drained me as well. So, you know, I didn't really do much of anything today, but I'm hopeful that tomorrow is going to be a bit better. I have some editing to get done tomorrow. I think I said I was going to film, but really I think tomorrow I need to edit, and I can film the next day. And I have dinner with my mom and my sister sometime in the evening. But I should still be able to dedicate a lot of time to reading this, and hopefully some time reading it tonight in a little bit. Not sure when, but it'll happen. So yeah, and maybe my first book was not a success, but the fact that it is day 2 and I've already finished a book is a very good sign. Hello, it is day 4 of Contemporary-A-Thon, and I am sitting at the dining room table, aka my desk where I work. I got the computer open, I've got my happy light because that's the kind of thing I need now, and I'm going to start editing a video because I haven't really been working the past couple of days and I need to. Yeah. I wound up not going to dinner last night with my mom and my sister. I was just kind of feeling like I couldn't handle going to dinner, so I wasn't feeling great, so I stayed in. My mom still drove by and dropped off some Valentine's gifts and an eclair, which was very nice of her, but I wound up just being here all day, and I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to, but hopefully today I'll get more done. I did read the first 50 or so pages of On the Come Up, and I'm really liking it so far. I'm liking the voice of this more than I liked the voice of The Hate U Give. Like, I liked the message of The Hate U Give, but I didn't think the writing was as strong, and I think that the writing is a lot more here so far in this book, and I'm really liking it. There was also like this really epic scene very early on in this book that drew me in, so I'm hopefully going to be reading a lot more of this today because it's day 4, so I have the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th. I have 3 days after this to finish this book, and Tyler Johnson was here, and Dear Ijeawele, so I really want to get through a bunch of this today, but first I've got to edit a book haul. So that is what I'm currently going to do. I'm going to sit here at my workspace, and I'm going to finish editing a video. And ignore the fact that it's Valentine's Day, because I don't really want to deal with Valentine's Day things. I think Brian and I might go see a movie today. We also might go see it tomorrow. We really want to go see Happy Death Day to You. So I don't know if that's happening today or tomorrow. Possibly today, because we said that we might do it on Valentine's Day. But yeah, first I need to actually edit this video and get it done so I can get it uploaded. That is the most important thing for today. Hi! I'm gonna hope that Leia, who's sitting on the bed right next to my camera, doesn't knock the camera over. Let's see how long I can record before she starts fucking with this. So I had to wake up, not early this morning, but like actually on a time limit because I got my first freelance client on Upwork, which I'm very, very excited about. I've been applying for a while for freelance jobs because that's what I want to do. I want to freelance, and I got a job. So this morning I had to wake up so that I could interview the client to get some information before I start working on her project, which is what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. It's 3 p.m. now. I also already filmed a video today. I filmed my overflowing like TBR shelf tour, so my room is looking a little nicer than it usually does because I knew I was going to be filming a little bit more all over the place. Oh, she's up. Don't attack the camera, Leia. This is deeply unhelpful. Come here. Get down. Okay, she's off the bed. Let's see if that keeps her chill. So I read a ton more of On the Come Up yesterday, which was super fun. I read like 100 pages just sitting there on the couch while Brian played Fallout, which is his motivator to make me read. He likes playing Fallout 76, and while he's playing, that motivates me to have a book that I'm currently reading. So I read for like 45 minutes, read like 100 pages, and then I woke up and I read a little bit more this morning on my own, so I'm at about page, oh my god, Leia! So I'm on about page 150 now, which is pretty great. And today is a good day so far as getting things done. Like, I already did a work call, I filmed a video, I read, and it's only 3 p.m. This has not happened to me very often, and I'm very, very excited about it. This is the kind of day that I need to be having. Oh my god. She won't leave me alone! She's gonna get scrunched. How does it feel now you've been scrunched? Say hello. Say hello to the camera. It's fine. She's just gonna sit on my legs now. But that's it. I'm gonna go work on my project that I got hired for. Brian should be home in a couple of minutes with some Starbucks. Yes. And it's a Friday. God, this day is really good. I'm a big fan of today. And hopefully I can get through most of this today because I'm a little bit behind on reading. I had hoped that I was going to be able to get through all 4 books. I will content myself with 3 and a partial 4th, but if that's going to get done, I've got to get cracking down on some other things. Oh my god. So, I just finished On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I read a little bit of this yesterday, then this morning stayed up until 3 a.m. reading, and then just now spent an hour finishing it up. And I loved this book. I loved this book. The writing maintained its level of strength throughout. It was always incredibly strong. These characters. Like, that's the thing about Angie Thomas, is that in The Hate You Give, she wrote characters that jumped off of a page, and that's 100% true about this too, but I loved everything about this. I loved the story and the depth of this story, and I loved Bree, who was angry and she fucked up, but oh, I loved her. I loved her so much. I love when girls in books can just fuck up and you're still with them, because girls should be allowed that chance, and I loved everything about this. I loved Bree so much. I loved this book. I think I'm gonna give it like 4.5 stars. I might give it a 5. I have to sit on it and truly, like, rate my feelings, but it might be a 5. I just loved it. I loved it a whole lot. So today is Saturday, which means I have today and tomorrow left of the read-a-thon. Luckily, the 2 books I have left are very short. One is not even really a book. It's so short. I'm gonna read that next, which is Dear Ijeawele, or I can never say this title. I've said it wrong so many times in the past 24 hours. Dear Ijeawele, or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. This is like 90 pages long, and I'm gonna get through really quick. Last night, Brian and I went out shopping. We went to a like secondhand place for media, got a bunch of DVDs, got a couple new books, and today we are going pop hunting because we almost each have a full collection of Avatar: The Last Airbender Funko Pops, but we each want to finish our collection. Neither of us has an Iroh, so we're specifically looking for that, but we're also looking for some variants. There is an exclusive Chase variant of Azula that's only available at GameStop, so we gotta hunt down some GameStops. There's a variant of Zuko that we don't have, and then there are a couple of different versions of Aang, and we would each really like one of the alters of Aang as well, like to go along with the original, because we each have the original with Momo, but we want the one of him on his like ball of air. I would love the one that has his tattoos all glowing. That would be like the dream, but we are going to go shopping later and do that. But for now, I'm gonna do this, and I finished the job that I got hired to do. It was a quick job, but like, that's the whole thing, is that I finally got hired, and that's the biggest thing, and the client really liked what I did. So, which is awesome. Do you see her? She's on my leg. Every single vlog is just going to be Leia bugging me. That's the deal. But yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit of this. I am so excited about how much I loved On the Come Up. There was like so much to live up to, and Angie Thomas did all of that and more, and I adored it. This is gonna be another one of those vlogs where it seems like I never leave my bedroom, huh? I promise I leave during the day. I get stuff done. We did wind up going out and pop shopping today. We found a couple at Barnes & Noble that we wound up buying, but neither of them was what we wanted. We didn't find a GameStop exclusive or a Hot Topic exclusive, but I think we're going to order the GameStop exclusive Azula online, and Hot Topic said they would call us when they got in the Hot Topic exclusive Aangs. Not a full success, but at least decisions were made, and perhaps we might get one of the Hot Topic exclusives. But I'm checking in again because I finished another book. Finished reading Dear Ijeawele, or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions. I liked this. I liked this for the things it was trying to say. I did not like it nearly as much as We Should All Be Feminists, but I'm wondering but I'm wondering how I would feel about We Should All Be Feminists looking back on it, because my main problem with this book was how deeply cis-centric it is. It attributes a lot of ideas and concepts to biological sex, which, as I was reading it, I was like, didn't Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie make some like real questionable comments about trans people a couple years back? And I looked it up and I was right. I wasn't just being misled by how cis-centric this little booklet of suggestions is. There is exactly one point at which she mentions that the little girl she's writing about might not grow up to be heterosexual. So at least there's that note, but it's also very heteronormative, and cis-centric and heteronormative feminism, from my perspective, is very limited feminism. I respect Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie a great deal for the work that she does as far as feminism, especially from the perspective of a black woman, and a black woman who grew up in Nigeria. I think that she does incredible work talking about white feminism and the way that white feminism pervades and the way that feminism is received in countries other than America. But I get really frustrated by the cis-centrism and the heteronormativity. It just really frustrates me. So, I have really mixed feelings on this. I think I wound up giving it like a 3 or a 3.5 star. This had a lot of good things and a lot of things I want to remember, but also a lot of things that I was like, could we not attribute that quality to vaginas, since that is not an indicator of who is a woman and who is not a woman? But it is now about 2:30 in the morning on the final day of the read-a-thon, and I have one book left. I have Tyler Johnson Was Here by J. Coles, which I started reading and I got like 10 pages in. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this all tomorrow, but it is under 300 pages, which means it would take me under 3 hours to read, and that gives me hope. That gives me hope that maybe I'll be able to read all of this tomorrow, but I'm unsure. It is a Sunday, so there's not a lot going on. It is emotional very quickly, so the only thing that might stop me is maybe the emotional level of this book, which is exactly why I've been delaying reading it, I think, for as long as I have, because I know it's going to be very emotional. But I'm gonna try to finish reading this first chapter and then see how much I can read of it tomorrow on the last day of Contemporary-A-Thon. This is the most important thing that has ever happened. All 4 of the animals are sitting together. Leia, Cora, focus, goddammit, this is important. Fury, and Lady, they're all together. I need you to all understand that this is a miracle. Okay, time to wrap up this Contemporary-A-Thon vlog. It's over. I didn't update you on Sunday. I didn't read a ton on Sunday, but now it's over, so I can tell you a little bit more about what I read the final day. I started reading Tyler Johnson Was Here. I got about 50 pages in, and that's kind of all I got done on Sunday. I had a bunch of other stuff to get done, but that is what I completed that final day. I liked the first 50 pages. I'm curious, like, how long they're going to spend. I'm curious how long the book is going to spend on a certain portion of the book, considering, like, the description that the summary gives. So I don't know. We'll see how that pacing winds up going. But I did like the beginning of it, so I'm hopeful. But yeah, that is it. That is the end of this Contemporary-A-Thon vlog. I hope you've enjoyed. Did you participate in Contemporary-A-Thon? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!